What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Now, I got to get this off my chest. Have you ever had a situation where you had some information, some knowledge, and the more you thought about it, the more it started to piss you off? Well, that's what's leading to this video. Now, I posted about this on my Instagram. If you follow me on there, at Boxing Ego, shout out to you for contributing to the cause and following me on Instagram. But the more I started thinking about it, the more pissed off I started to get. And after watching the UFC fight, I did a post-fight video, Daniel Cormier versus John Jones, UFC 182. Good fight. And I gave the UFC a lot of credit for making the matches that made sense and a good stylistic matchup, if you will, between two guys who are both game, right? And then I'm thinking about the boxing world, and it's back to some politics. So what I'm talking about is Dan Rayfield of ESPN. Shout out to him. He did a report, and it's already on BoxRec and whatnot. Jermain Taylor is going to defend his middleweight title, his IBF title, against, drumroll, Sergio Mora, the Latin Snake. Now, some of you who aren't diehard boxing fans probably don't even know who fucking Sergio Mora is. And in this video, I swear I'm just speaking from the heart. I'm just keeping it real. I'm not trying to bash anybody. I'm just giving you my honest thoughts. And I really think real shit, Gennady Golovkin, if next month he gets past Martin Murray and passes that test with flying colors, which I do think he will beat Martin Murray. I'll do my official prediction later. But especially if he does it in a spectacular fashion, he needs to leave middleweight since everyone wants to act like fucking pussies and just go up to 168. That's where you're going to get the challenges. You see, Peter Quillen, he wants to be an actor, and he already said on record, on tape, that there's no real reason to fight Triple G. Like, he said the fans only matter so much, or only mean, or only could do so much, which is a horrible attitude, if you ask me. Horrible. And what he said to me is false, because if a guy is the quote-unquote boogeyman, which he even said in the interview, you got a guy who's perceived as the best in the division, and he's a champion, and he's perceived as a killer, the boogeyman, and you don't want to fight him, but you want to do movies and stuff and make paydays. That's cool, whatever. So skip him, right? Then you look at Jermain Taylor, who is fighting Sergio Mora. Now let me break this down for you guys. Jermain Taylor fucking disappeared. He's been stopped by every white boy who was relevant, Abram, Carl Froch, etc., right? And he's a long time removed from his wins over Bernard Hopkins, in my opinion. He's 36 years old, and he's an Al Heyman fighter. And to begin with, he shouldn't have even had a title shot, being the fact that he hasn't done shit. He hasn't beat nobody. I think he had a knockout against some bum. I think Raul something. And that guy was coming up in weight. Fuck him. You know what I'm saying? So him to even get the Sam Solomon opportunity was some bullshit. And we all know that. I watched that bullshit fight. And Sam Solomon, a 40-year-old who has never been tested on a wide scale level, looked like shit. He had a messed up knee. And to his credit, he showed heart. He couldn't even fucking stand, and he at least tried. So I give him props for that, for having the integrity or the fighter spirit. But he looked like shit. He had an injury, and he was trying to nurse his injury. He had no balance. He couldn't even stand up. He couldn't even support his own body weight. You know what I'm saying? So it was a shitty fight. Jermain Taylor, either he's really washed up, or he felt bad for Sam Solomon, because he really didn't do much, and this guy is hanging around with one fucking leg. If Gennady Golovkin was in the ring trying, then this dude would have been iced a long time ago. But either Jermain Taylor is that washed up where he just couldn't do anything offensively to a wounded person with one leg, or he was being compassionate and he didn't want to go in there and destroy someone. Either way, nonetheless, he shouldn't have been in that position. He was in the position. Now he's the IBF champion. So, I mean, it is what it is. The past is the past. But instead of like maybe waiting for the winner of Triple G versus Martin Murray, they're making a fight that is literally almost a decade past due. These guys were supposed to fight way like mid 2000s or some shit when it actually mattered, when Jermain Taylor was still considered a force before he was 36-year-old and considered washed up. they were supposed to fight. Sergio Mora was the winner of a TV show, The Contender, and they were supposed to fight. Sergio Mora passed up $1 million to fight Jermain Taylor at that time because the location, he didn't like the location, and they were supposed to fight near Jermain Taylor's, I think Jermain Taylor's from Arkansas, Little Rock or whatever, and it was too close in proximity. So I guess Sergio Mora felt it was an unfair advantage that he would be that close to where his relatives and friends and family would be able to go. Just bullshit. And the fight didn't happen. The fight never materialized. He didn't want the fight. And now this is the fight we're getting. This is a fucking joke. I'm telling you, man. Triple G, if he gets past Martin Murray, he's like really the only body at middleweight other than Andy Lee that is really trying to like make any kind of statements. Jermain Taylor, Sergio Mora, for what? What has Mora done? Tell me what Mora has done. He beat Gregor's Proska a year after Triple G annihilated him, and he went like a decision or some shit with Gregor's Proska. Triple G knocked him down several times. His first fight on HBO, his debut fight in America or whatever as a pro, and he just completely dominated and got a TKO stoppage. It was clear that Gregor's Proska couldn't fuck with Triple G. And then a year later, Sergio Mora beats him, and he's beat a bunch of tomato cans. Now he gets a championship title shot. And an Al Heyman fighter, Jermain Taylor, gets, I'm not going to say a soft touch. Sergio Mora, he's pretty crafty. He had a draw with Shane Mosley. But this is a bullshit fucking fight. Like, I mean, Jermain Taylor, no disrespect. First of all, he might even go to jail. Like, he's like throwing bricks at people and shooting people and shit like that. That's some more bullshit to add to this whole situation. But then instead of fighting like an Andy Lee or whoever defending against someone like that, you're fighting Sergio Mora, who hasn't really even been relevant. Like, to me, I would rather see Jermain Taylor fight Korobov, because at least Korobov, even though he just got stopped, he was undefeated before that, and he just got caught with the punch by Andy Lee, and it was a shocking upset, but he was boxing pretty good, you know what I'm saying? So, man, I'm just pissed off with boxing right now. We got the Leo Santa Cruz shitfest fight on the Bermain Stavern, Deontay Wilder undercard. Now this bullshit, this is some straight up trash. Like, the IBF, this is the fight y'all want? Like, really? Sergio Mora versus Jermain Taylor, two mid-30-year-old guys who, you know what I'm saying? Triple G needs to get out this division. Move up, fight Andre Ward, fight Andre Durrell, Anthony Durrell, fight Beterbiev, Kovalev. Fight one of them motherfuckers with heart, man, because the middleweight division sucks. And it's not because there's absolutely no players in it. It's because they're not willing to tangle with each other. You know what I'm saying? You got Danny Jacobs in the division. I would love Jermain Taylor versus Danny Jacobs. What's wrong with that? I think Danny Jacobs is with Al Heyman too. To me, that's a more credible fight. Or even Sergio Mora versus Danny Jacobs, winner gets Jermain Taylor. But not just throw no fucking Sergio Mora who ain't done shit, just like Jermain Taylor ain't done shit to get his opportunity with Sam Solomon, to just throw these people into the mix with the matchmaking. It's bullshit. Like, it's like these belts are a fucking joke. They're trinkets. Like, it holds no weight to damn near be a champion anymore. Like, you know, you might as well go to Kohl's and buy a belt and rock that and say, I'm the champ of the world. That's really how I feel, man. Because people are getting put into title shots off of shitty performances, off of disappearing. Like, you could just go on vacation, disappear on a yacht and watch Captain Ron and shit for 2 years, come back to boxing, and then be thrown into a title picture. Like, this is some bullshit. I live in a pussy-ass, fucked up era of boxing where I'm not feeling it, man. I hope 2015 is not reminiscent of 2014, and we're not off to a good start. I'm going to leave it at that. Drop me a comment. Let me know what you guys think of Sergio Mora versus Jermain Taylor. Some shitty-ass fight. Triple G, do your thing. Peter Quillen don't want no parts of you. No one really wants no parts of you. So if you win next month, just leave the division. You're clearly the best. Jermain Taylor, I'm on record. Jermain Taylor will get destroyed at this point by Triple G. Destroyed. Period. Sergio Mora will get destroyed. I think he wanted a Triple G fight at one point. He'll get destroyed. man, these motherfuckers don't have no chance. Let me know what you guys think. Drop me a comment. Make sure you like my video as always. Hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video, is Ego signing off.